Tov, good morning. Here we are again. The base measure Shel David. I want to open this year with birthday greetings to my dear sister, Chava Bas Esther. Hey Nisan is her birthday. She was born in I'm going to leave out the rest. And her English birthday is April 10th. So, you can decide which day you want to wish her happy birthday. And on the other hand, that's the good news. The unfortunate news is that we had someone who was really, dedicated to Am Yisrael. Was in a kibbutz, Miskav Am, and he was in his car, and it wasn't even Iran. It was from Hezbollah, without any warnings. The shelling over there is from Nun Test. Is like really without any warning, and 60-year-old Ofer, also known as Pushka Moskovitz, Hashem Yinkom Domo, lost his life. And we want to wish a refuah shlema, a whole list, which I'll continue later on. But we have, today is the yard site on Hey Nisan of the Ohev Yisrael, the Abdarav. And also Malkiel ben Dov ben Yonah Halevi Tannenbaum, and Tzvi Elimelech ben David Shapiro, the Blozover Rov, and Daniel Zalman ben Shlomo Fridkin. Okay, that's it. But I think everybody wants to know about the Abdarav. Avram Yoshua Heschel, A.J. Heschel. Now, a lot of people, modern, they think Abraham J. Heschel. You're thinking about someone, but as far as I'm concerned, Avram Yoshua Heschel is the Abdarav. Ben Reb Shmuel Heschel, Nolad, the Zmigdrod in Germany. But although it says Bergaman, I'm sorry, it's in southern Poland, the Rome, Poland. He said in German it's called Schmidberg. Okay. Nolad, the 1748 ונפטר במזבז ביום ה' ניסן שזה היום ב-1825. התייחס לטז, טור זהב, אביו היה רבה של ניישטוט. רב אברהם יהושע נשא את חיה שרה בת רב יעקב מטישטין, בעל ברכס יעקב, כבר בימינו רב, וחש לו רב אברהם יהושע ידיעה רחבה בתורה. היה תלמיד של רב אלימלך מליז'נסק, ושימש גם את רבי חיל מיכל מזלוצ'ב. רבנותו הראשון, his first rabbinical position, הייתה בקובזך. וכבר לשם נהרו רבים כדי לשמוע תורה מפיו. חי בדחקות, he lived in dachkut means, dire conditions, almost in poverty. Shumlu rak reva miskarto, he only got a quarter of his salary, ki shloshet shavuot mechachodesh shah Lizhensk. Because three weeks out of the month he spent most probably with his Rebbe, Rebbe Melech. Misham Avra Rabbonet Apta, then he came to the Apta, that's why he was known as the Abdarav. Lefon of him, he Rab Moshe Leib, Kvutzat Chasidim, Ba'apta, Va'achrei, Rab Moshe Leib, Avar L'Sasev, Hitztarfu Kulam L'Rav Chadash, Rab Avram Yeshua. Meshech Shanim, Donu Rabbonim Shonim B'Sheila Ha'im Hashtibu, Shabo Hitpalu Chasidei Rab Moshe Leib, V'Hitrakon, Kishahu Azav, Nish'ar B'Kdushaso, Yatza L'Chulin. V'af Ki Ye'ir, Apta Haita Chaviva Alav B'Yoter, Akei Nikra Shmo Aleha, Kibel B'Shanat 1808 et Rabbanut Yasi. Rak Gedolei HaTzadikim Amdu Al Tiva Ha'amiti Shel Hinhaguto V'Hamishuna. Hayta Lo Nitiya L'daber B'derech HaGuzma V'Afroza Al Tofat HaChayim V'gam Al Atzmo. Amar Shehu Kvar Pam Asirit V'Gilbul Vayak Kvar Kohen Gadol Nasi Umelech Shum Kach Amar Tfilas Yom Kippur V'Kach Hayisi Yomer. How do you like that? thought he was the reincarnation 10 times. Okay, they call that Guzma. Anyway, again, I want to thank Rav David for Ichsanya, and we are very thankful that we're able to daven Kosam Aravi in these dire times. Okay, we shall continue the shir. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're continuing on the Aptarav. Haya Kanai v'Takif, v'chen hayu lo mitnagdim rabim v'kashim ba'ir, yichud bein chasidei Chabad, v'ne'elatz la'azov, ba'arach ve'agalat ashpa, v'avar l'meshbej. Kan, ishtachrer, me'ol harabanut hitmaser la'avodat ha'chasidut, v'aya admur, 12 shonim. Rabim hitragzu misvivo. Shnei miswarav hem ohev Yisrael v'toras emes nipesu achar ptirato, again published posthumously. U'regaim achronim lefnei ptirato tziva shelo yichtavu shvachim al matzorito rak sheyeh shehaya ohev Yisrael. Habanim shelo Rabbi Yitzchak Ner Mizhnikov, Rabbi Yosef Moshe Mimeshbej. Sefer Torah's Emes, Maser, the Rebbe Lezer, Ben Azariah, Shahim Mesubin, this is from the Haggadah, when he was up in the Tzias and Shrine, Kol Osam Alayla Ad, Ratzaloma, Shatzadikim Halalu, Nisasru Yachad, Vayu Mesaprin, Ratzalomer, Loshan Sapir, like a sapphire, Ubehirus, Ayedei, Shayu Oskim Besipri, Anisim, Shalitzias Misrayim, V'zeh Hayu Mamshichim, Ha'or, Kedusha so, Toch Hagolus Hadomer Laila, where you must speak him in Irim Besipur Masel, Ache Sigu Bekorban, Ukorvu Yach Yichud, Ha'elyon Anase Aidei Krishma Shoshachlish Oz, Nisyache Kuchabricho Ushchite. Hayom Zegam Ken Yortzeh Shel Makil Dov Ben Yona Halevi Tannenbaum, Shenolad Be'elf Shimona Ot Arba'im V'Sheva, V'niftar Be'elf Shama V'Eser, Nolad Be Moto, Belarus, Lamad B'Yeshiva Volozhin, V'achachach Be'ir, Karlis, Yipakesh V'chayin, Bodek, the Grodner, the El Shmona Shimishim V'Haya Rabbi Ir Lums, Esrim Shalosh Shana, Uchiber Et Divrei Malkiel. Hayom Zegam Kein Yortzeh Shel Tzvi Elimelech Ben David Shapira, Bluzher Ravov Nolad Bepolin, the Chaim Mihabushtam Mechasidei Sons, Shimesh Rav Be'ir Rivtat, and Tirat Aviv, the Elef Shmona Shevim Sheva, Shevim Arba, 1874, Hechel the Admor, Miaseh Chasilas Bluzher, the Galicia, the Elef Shmona Shmona Be'ir Bluzher, in Melchemet Olam HaRishona, World War I, Barach Le Budapest. The Elef Shama Nishim Shalosh V'Chashay Be'ir Raita V'Chiber Tzvila Tzadik. Hayom Zeg Amken Yortzeh Shel Shnir Zalman Ben Shlomo Friedkin, שנולד ב-1830 ונפטר ב-1902, מכונה הגאון מלובלין, והתורס חסד, זה היה מכונה, חסיד מהצמח סרק, ב-1868 נבחר כרב בלובלין ועלה לירושלים ב-1892, הוא חיבר שלוש תשובות תורס חסד. עד כאן היורצייטים של היום. אנחנו לפני שנלמד את פרק ל"ט נדחי ישראל, נזכיר את החולים ונגיד את התהילים. משה בן דבורה, שלמה יוסף בן סימה, גרשון דוד בן גולדה, אברהם יצחק בן סימה, חנה בת אישה, מתנאל בן צביה, רון בן נטליה, אייל בן קרן, ינון בן אולית, מתן מרדכי בן מאיר, רבקה פרל בת מלכה, אשר צבי בן רבקה פרל, שלמה בן רבקה פרל, שמחה בונם בן רבקה פרל. and have a refuah shlema. Okay, now we go to Tehillim, and we are at Kuf Mem Daled.
מזמור קמ"ד לדוד. ברוך אדוני צורי, המלמד ידיי לקרב, אצבעותיי למלחמה. חסדי ומצודתי, משגבי ומפלתי לי, מגיני ובו חסידי, הרודד עמי תחתי. אדוני, מה אדם ותדעהו? בן אנוש ותחשבהו. אדם להבל דמה, ימיו כצל עובר. אדוני, הד שמך ותרד, גע בהרים ויעשנו. ברוק ברק ותפיצם, שלח חיציך ותהומם, שלח ידיך ממרום, הצני והצילני ממים רבים, מיד בני נכר. אשר פיהם דיבר שווא, וימינם ימין שקר. אלוהים, שיר חדש אשיר לך, בנבל עשור אזמר לך. הנותן תשועה למלכים, הפוצע את דוד עבדו מחרב רעה. הצני והצילני מיד בני נכר, אשר פיהם דיבר שווא, וימינם ימין שקר. אשר בנינו כנטיעים מגודלים בנעוריהם, בנותינו כזוויות מחוטבות תבנית היכל. מזווינו מלאים, מפיקים מזן אל זן, צוננו מאליפות, מרובבות בחוצותינו. אלופינו מסובלים, אין פרץ ואין יוצאת, ואין צבחה ברחובותינו. אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו.
אשרי העם אשרי העם, אשרי העם, אשרי העם שהשם אלוקיי, אשרי העם שכחלו, אשרי העם שהשם אלוקיי. אחינו כל בית ישראל, אחינו כל בית ישראל, הנשונים בצרה, בצרה ובשביה, עומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה. המקום ירחם עליהם, ליוציאם מצרה, לרווחה מעפר אליורה, ומשיב בגאולה השלה בגולה, ובזמן קריב נאמר אמן. אשרי העם. Boil in dem Volk, Tekokolo, was hat Azelcha Gott. Ashri Ha'am, boil dem Volk, Hashem Elokov, was Hashem Yisborach, is sein Gott. That's the Yiddish for today. Now let's continue with Nidxi Yisrael, Perek Lametes, and we have simultaneously, we have the main text and we have the footnote. We're continuing both. Now the main text of Lametes Nidxi Yisrael. Mizeh, Yomadu Chachmei Torah Shelo Aso Bezeh, Mizarez Amar, Min Shmir Shabbos. The person has an opportunity to teach Hilchot Shabbos, take people like Shomrei Shabbos, like I had this organization, SBS, Students for a Better Shabbos. Shalol Hitil Dovazeh, Rak, Al Deles, Am, Shibigreim, Lo Yom Yishwan. Don't just post it in some sort of chat or someplace or some sort of doorpost. You know, if you're going to influence someone to keep Shabbos, invite them over for Shabbos. bring them to shul, be makarev them, teach them. Elagam hem yelchu visas b'zeh, v'isi be'ezek kehilos kadoshos shenisasu etzlem chaburas amikros b'shem mazhirei Shabbos. The Chofetz Chaim says there were certain groups. He also mentioned in Avos Yisrael certain tamachim. Here he's mentioning Shabbos observers, people to encourage Shabbos observance. Mazhirei Shabbos v'heim Yisavim v'chovet Shavtim al derech Chanios. They go into the marketplaces everywhere, and they tell people to observe Shabbos. That's the main text. Now we go to the footnote. Zohi Aremez HaKosu B'Koheles Perek Daled Pasuk Hey Aksil Kolbek Es Yadav V'Ochel Epsoro Shorodayka. A person who's a fool eats his own flesh. The tshuva, we're talking about what kind of basar? Gama Kusha Rishona the Osan Anashim Akalim Shabbos B'Shat Nefesh. We're talking about people who lackadaisically desecrate the Shabbos. So Shom Sachekas Lahem Kol Yameim, they think they have it good throughout their lives. V'vadayhem Today La'avida Me'olam Haba. Whatever goodness or whatever pleasures he has in this world is taking away from his world to come, his schar from the world to come. Lo Yalehem Shuv Chelek Be'eretz HaChaim. And he will, in effect, eliminate whatever merit he would have for the world to come. Hinei, Anashim Ke'elu, and Ba'olam Hazeh B'Bchinas Shikor Tekola Ma'osov. People who spend this world desecrating the Shabbos and just running after pleasures are like a drunkard that has lost all his money, the Hishkin Kol B'Godov, and has pawned all of his clothing, ala shikros, because of his drunkenness. Who munach ba'ashpaso, and he's wallowing in filth and in the garbage. Yisomach, and he's happy. Umashorer, Mikodo Shechuso, and he's so happy because he's so drunk and intoxicated. Ve'enu makeh begodo aniyoso. He doesn't realize how impoverished he is. Show Oram, and that he's actually naked, v'yochef, and barefoot, and muto ba'ashposos, and he's hanging out in garbage. However, when he sobers up, humitame el nasho, he's going to wonder, ubocha, and realize how horrible is his position. He will cry in his own name and moan. How did I get to this nadir, to this lowest point of my life? And this is exactly how we can apply it. Yetzirah causes a person to become drunk. Kol yamehem v'tavosam, drunkard with his lusts and his tithers. They don't know their right from their left. And they all deposits them, all their faculties. He despoils them of all their faculties. And the Yetzer Hara leads them to a rebellion against Hashem, the Torah, and against His Torah. Until they become completely disrobed and naked of any heavenly clothing. And what's Levushay HaNefesh? What are the clothing of their soul? Ema mitzvahs, that these are the mitzvahs. Shemehem nasim Levushay HaNefesh. From each mitzvah you are create garments that for your soul. Lamod behem. That's Adin Mishmei Melech, so that you will delight before HaMelech HaKolim for our King of Kings, Yadua, in Zohar Kodesh, as it is brought down in the Zohar. Milchochim v'chelgas v'homa avonos, and they're filled with the scum of the iniquity. Ve'enam svirim ech sha'azar v'hu hayetzar. They don't understand that this strange influence, this Yetzer Hara, Ochal Kol Kachotam, has consumed all of his strength. V'hu, and this is what Sha'anavi in Hosea, Perek Zion, Protest, describes. Mis'onen v'omer, and he moans and he says, Ichlu Zorin Koko, strangers have eaten my strength. Hainu Kol Chayeser Shel Haiva, V'chein Kol Shachemda L'Kash V'Zoma, all the negative traits of lust and anger. Who lo yoda, and he does not understand. Gam seva zarkabo, even when he becomes old. Who lo yoda, and doesn't understand achel b'sof, only until the end. Kashuba l'toch Gehenna, when he actually lands up in hell. Who kol Allah hazrama sha'olav, and he understands how full of filth he is. Umeshlachas malachi royim shenivru al yedei avonosav, and how many angels were negative angels were created by his sins. Kulan neitzorin asal b'yisurim gedolim, they all afflict him with great afflictions. Yikas oz miyayin shekluso, from the wine of his drunkenness. Who know him al nafsho, and he bemoans his soul. Ech nispata yitzro lavoli de matzav nora. How did he get to this low life? Could have said the Mishlei, I brought down in Mishlei, Proverbs, Perakei, Pasuk Yudal from your days. Yamta be'achusecha, t'chlos b'shirecha, b'shirecha v'amarta, ech sonesi musa. How did I hate being told what is good? Who misvada, and he confesses oz al avonosov, confesses all his sins. The Omer, and he says, Ani Ploni, Ben Ploni, I am Ploni, the son of Ploni, Avati Avera Plonis. He confesses, I have sinned, this specific sin, the Mokom Ploni, in this specific place, the Yom Ploni, on this specific day, the Mamad Ploni, the Ploni, in the presence of these people. The Moshe Amru Chazal, the Erevin, Daf Kofbeis, Ach Ein Tshuva Moinba. Even though he goes and specifies with such a particular tshuva, it will not help. He's been far gone. And that's the situation. It's a wake-up call. That right now, Ur Yishenim, wake up and become those people who are observe Shabbos, not only observe Shabbos, but contribute to the observance and your community all around you. Be Makara's people, be the students for a better Shabbos, be the Zahirei Shabbos, and everyone just remember, this is Shabbos HaGadol coming up, so you can anticipate today being Monday, you could count the days, Yom Sheni Li Shabbos, and everybody should have Yom Tov and a safe one for everyone.